Hey everyone, welcome to a new episode of Magna Madness. In today's episode, we're going to do a Supercharged Magna Q&A. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen about a week or so ago I put up on my story. If you want to ask me a question about Magna, please do. Now's the time. So today, I'm going to answer those questions for you. So, we're going to begin with Caden Rex's question. Magna or 380 gearbox, are they that different? Now, I can't really tell you about the 380 gearbox because I don't have one, I've never experienced a manual one, I've never looked into it, so any answer I give you is going to be a lie, and I'm not about that life. I am running the 3 litre Magna gearbox over the 3.5 litre. No real reason other than I just couldn't get a 3.5 litre one, I just happened to have a 3 litre one. So I'm running the 3 litre one. The difference between the 3 and the 3.5 litre is just first gear ratio in the 3 litre is just a little bit shorter. So you just have to change a bit sooner. So running that with the Evo clutch, and it's good. It's really good. Next question is a restricted response. Let's just skim over that. Next question from Mitchell Schmidt is, how much was the engine swap? Looking at doing the same to my limited edition executive. Can't realistically tell ya, because we bought the engine, well, Floyd bought the engine off Matt 7 or 8 years ago now, maybe. So this was when they were really hard to come by, the 380 engines, or the 3.8 litres. Everyone wanted them and no one had them. So I think the engine at the time cost him $1,500, roughly. I don't even know if that was including or plus shipping from New South Wales. Really couldn't tell you. Nowadays you can get them super cheap though, like a couple of $100 will get you one. Thomas said yes! Exclamation mark. Matt1253 wants to know, do you know any manufacturers that sell them anymore? Matt, I do not. I got mine off Facebook Marketplace. I was just really lucky. Right place, right time, had the money, so we did it. Although it was for sale for a fair while before we actually bought it, to be fair. So, we've got a Sprintex supercharger, but I'm sure you could always email Sprintex and ask them. Stranger things have happened. Oh, you could always make another supercharger fit as well. It doesn't have to be a Sprintex charger. This is just easy because it basically bolted on near enough to. Zephyring wants to know, what have you done to the Magna? This is a big question, Zephyring. So, 3.8 litre supercharged manual. We all know that. Evo clutch, Subaru pink injectors, Raceworks fuel pump, Raceworks fuel regulator. I've got a VRX interior, the black cloth one. I've got an upgraded steering wheel. I have got black roof lining thanks to Floyd. I've got black carpet. I've got a Harlequin custom dash fascia that I made. I've got, well, I can't say I made it, I painted it. I've got Verada front bar, TL VRX side skirts and rear bar, Rally Art wing, Lovell super low springs. The shockers aren't anything exciting, they're just Munros, I think, from memory, which I would like to upgrade to KYBs one day. I've got Evo 8 wheels, Evo front brakes, so Brembos. I've got all-wheel drive rear brakes, all urethane bushes underneath, basically a new front end under it, so drive shafts, turret ends, all that sort of stuff. TL, did I say TL rear subframe already? I can't even remember. TL rear subframe, so I've got a sway bar. I've got headers on it. I've got a MagnaFlow exhaust from headers back, including cat, resonator and rear muffler. It's such a long list of stuff that you sort of forget what you have and haven't got. There's not much on the car that hasn't been changed except for like the base body itself. So basically the roof and the doors. Even the doors are different because they've got TL lower door molds. But yeah, basically the roof is the only sort of standard thing that it came with. Trevor Braybrook wants to know, how many kilowatts and what supercharger and manifold is it? Kilowatts? Couldn't tell you. Never been on a dyno. It will be one day, just not yet. We're guessing 220 roughly at the wheels, but it could be totally wrong. It's only a guess. We're hoping that it's about that. If we had 220, be a good number. It's a Sprintex supercharger, so it's the same supercharger that came on the TMR 380s. As a lot of us know, they only made 20, so they're pretty hard to come by. It's the same manifold that came on the TMR 380 as well, so I bought it as a whole package. The only thing I had to change that didn't come in the package, got a big tub of stuff, was just the lower inlet manifold. So everything bolted on. The only thing I had to change was the bracket for the accelerator cable, and a local engineering shop changed the throttle body adapter plate for me because the 380 ones don't fit. Anyone that's done a 380 manifold knows that. Edmondo wants to know, were there any options to strengthen the gearbox and for an LSD? Yes. So, if I remember correctly, and please correct me if I'm wrong, I think there's two options for an LSD in these bad boys. So, the Rally Art came out factory with LSDs in the manuals. As far as strengthening the gearbox, never really looked into it, honestly. Sort of don't have to. I know there is some people that have issues with the diffs in the gearbox blowing up. But it's, I don't know, like, I want to get an LSD definitely, without a doubt. But I mean, strengthening them, like, they're perfectly fine. If I can run a supercharged 3.8 litre and the gearbox is fine, why strengthen it? Honestly, it's probably just a waste of money. Unless you're chasing big power, then, you know, why do you have a front wheel drive Magna? Is probably the first question to ask. I have snapped shifter cables. That only happened fairly recently. Was driving, Floyd was driving, and we're about to go to a tattoo appointment, and lo and behold, no gears. Wow, we had gears, it just couldn't change. So that's probably the worst thing that it's done. It's got quite shudder, but that's a whole nother thing. Nick wants to know, how many buff horses does it have? And to you, Nick, I say, come and find out. You only live in the town next door. No, seriously, it has all the buff horses. Patrick, the 23, wants to know, how much did it cost from start to finish? Now, Patrick, this is not an answer I can realistically give you. 1, I haven't added it all up. And 2, I'd be too scared to. And 3, I'm lucky. I'm really lucky. So a lot of the stuff on the Magna I either have got as presents or cheap, or I've swapped stuff for. Being that I work in the automotive business, I get trade discount on a lot of stuff. So even like oils, filters, all that kind of stuff, that it all adds up over time. I don't pay full price for it usually. I've got a lot of stuff secondhand, like the charger, the engine, obviously, the springs I got secondhand many moons ago. The wheels, I did a swap for the Evo 7s that we had. So I really couldn't give you an honest answer. I could probably add up all the retail of everything and horrify myself, but the reality is that's not what it's cost. And the reality is I can't give you an honest answer on what it costs because I don't know. Lancer wants to know everything, and I don't have the answer to that, I'm sorry. Gatinator, will it beat Gats Magna down the next quarter mile? Tune in to find out. Do you want to see Gats TR and I race? I think it'll be pretty sick. We were going to go to the drags. I ended up not going because it was just before the wedding, so I sort of was like, well, you know, I probably should wait. But maybe next time drags are on, maybe Gat and I can drag. Who wants to see it? If you want to see it, let me know. Jay Bush wants to know, how much of a fight for traction, is it? Jay, it's not really traction that's the issue, because the tyres grip really well. I'm running Bridgestone RE003s, and Bridgestone have released a new tyre that I'm going to try that's a little bit more competitive with the Michelin Pilot Sport. It's actually meant to be even better again. But no, traction is okay. It's torque steer that gets you. That's why I want to get an LSD. It just makes it fun to drive, though. It adds to the character. It's all about your attitude from up here, I think. Mohammed, I want the same project. Well, Mohammed, I say to you, go for it, my friend. Give it a shot. Car.rant.youtube wants to know rarity and value. Didn't see any of these in America. Well, rarity in Australia, Magnas are everywhere. As far as this one, you won't find another one because I've built it to be how it is. So you can't just go down the shops and buy one. Although in America, you'll see similar cars as a Diamante. Supercharged rarity though. Haven't seen another one for sale since I bought mine, so probably pretty up there. Marcus wants to know what ECU. Running a piggyback Heltec ECU, and it's a Heltec Interceptor. It's so damn old, you need Windows XP to tune it. Now, I'm lucky in that I bought it off Rick Lewis, who also had a Supercharged Magna. So we know that the tune is close, but it's definitely overfueling. With that Heltec, it's good because I did have the provision to add in a map sensor as well as the math. And as some of you may know, or may remember, when I first supercharged, it was overfueling so bad that it fouled a set of plugs in 100 Ks. So the Heltec's definitely helped. It's definitely not right, but it's well and truly drivable and enjoyable. I would like to go Heltec Elite one day, but I hate wiring, so it's a bit of a scary thing to me. Don't like it. And it's probably only simply because I just don't understand it. So one day I will probably go a Heltec Elite. I think that's everything. That's all the questions. If you guys have anything else you want to know, let me know down below in the comments. If you liked the video, give it a like. If you didn't like it, get out of here. Why are you watching it? No, but seriously, thank you for watching. I'm so glad to be back on YouTube. It's very exciting. I'm hoping that things will be... I always say, oh, I'll be back, things will be more consistent, and then life just gets in the way and I upload consistently for like 3 weeks and then I disappear for a year. But I'm always around on socials, so if you ever want to ask me questions, Instagram is usually the place to get me, at Miss Mitsu. Or if you ever want to ask me questions here as well, you're welcome to. I just sometimes take a little while to reply. Sorry. So, well, it's been really good to be back. I'm hoping to upload more. Do you guys want to see more on the page? Because there probably will be more stuff on the page now that we have that too. And if you do want to see more, what do you want to see? Do you want to see us four-wheel driving? Do you want to see us modifying stuff? And same with the Magna. Now that we've done so much, what do you want to see? Do you want to see less of mine and more of Floyd's? Let me know. Great to see you guys again. And yeah, we'll catch you on the next one. Thank you.